What's going on, guys? It is quite late right now, and I was so tempted to just go home after work because I'm up at 9, but sometimes I get held on to until like 9:10, 9:15 ish because my manager needs to just do his last minute stuff. Kind of hate it, kind of don't, because I get to get paid more, but I also want to go home at night. But anyways, I just wanted to go straight back home, but I told myself, I need to make this video after work. Like after work, I promised myself to make this video, and every time I felt like the little itchiness of doubt, or a little itchiness of not doubt, tiredness, or just being I'm losing my train of thought. Sorry, I'm tired. Every time I have a chance to bail out, basically. Every time I have a chance to, give an excuse on why I can't do something, I always give into it. Like I always give an excuse to do something that I know is not going to be what my best version does, essentially. And I'm tired of that. I've been stuck in the same place for a while now. And so even I don't care if I get home a little bit later. I told myself I was going to make this video. And so here I am. That's kind of a long intro, but we're just here after work. I post on Instagram. In case you don't know me, my name's Carlos. I like fitness. I like to post about fitness. I like to post about my life. And I'm working currently at Burger King as my technically full-time job, but they've been cutting my hours recently. So that kind of sucks, but at the same time, it gives me time to focus on content too. So I mean, it's kind of a win-win, if I'm being honest. Either or, right? If I work a lot, I get paid more. If I don't work, I get more time to my Instagram content. But I've noticed, I've been liking these YouTube videos, and a part of the reason is because I just told you I always give myself a way out to not do these YouTube videos. I was like, oh, it's late, I don't have time, I don't know what to talk about, and I'm just so tired of that, man. Like, if I want to get better at these videos, I have to practice and practice and practice. Just like how, when I started here at Burger King, I was clueless of how to work the taking no orders, how to talk to customers. My hospitality wasn't there. Everything was just out of order when I first started at Burger King. And now, I've been there for 2 years now. It's quite a long time, if I'm being honest. I'm tired of this place, but I keep working here, so it's up to me. It's my responsibility. But I've been working here for 2 years, and now it's just like everything's boom, 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 boom. Everything's just fast and quick. I know exactly how to get the orders out the fastest. I sometimes even tell my manager, when she's helping me out, bag the orders, I sometimes tell her, hey, get this, so we can get the car out. Let's get this first so we can get the food for the front. Like, just now everything's quick, right? But that took years of practice, right? That's just an example. But the same way can go with everything else in my life. I can just repeat, repetition to get better at these YouTube videos, to get better at Instagram content, to get better at speaking. I want to get better at speaking. And a good way to do that is just to record myself more. Even if I don't know what to talk about, I just record myself and just keep repeating the action until it's just flawless. And of course, there's always going to be room for improvement, but you get the point. Repetition, speed, and repetition always beats the game. It beats the game, and every time I always have to come to a decision, I always tend to overthink. And I never get to a conclusion every time I overthink, right? Like, I was overthinking right now about what to talk about for this YouTube video. Should I go home? Should I stay here and just make the YouTube video? If I go home, I'm gonna feel guilty. If I go home, I get to get rest more, though. I get to go to sleep earlier. But I was like, you know what? I'm tired of just making these excuses and overthinking these solutions. So let me just do what I know will make me proud, which is make this YouTube video. And I need to get better at my speaking. I need to repeat my YouTube videos more and more and more. I need to post them, and I get to look back and reflect how I used to speak. And then in the future, I get to see how I improved, right? That's with everything. You improve by repetition. Just keep on just fucking dialing in and just repeating it, right? But repeating, trying to get better, repeating to improve, not repeating just to, be in this hypnotic rhythm of, oh, let me just do this, let me just do this, No, if you intentionally repeat something to improve on it, intentionally, right? And, I've been working here for 2 years now, and it kind of reminds me that I've been repeating the same thing, the same daily habits, the same daily routine over and over and over again at work, that I'm just starting to wake up now, like, hey, I don't know if you read Outwitting the Devil, but it just talks about this hypnotic rhythm of people doing the same routine every single day over and over and over again. They get stuck in their 9 to 5, they get stuck in the rat race, they get stuck in this routine, and they're not even thinking anymore, right? That's one of the devil's powers. And I noticed, like, every time I choose to give up on my dream, choose to give up on the tasks that I know I have to do, that's the devil. That's the devil taking over my mind, taking over my habits, making me do the negative thing, which is skip making these YouTube videos. Lust, right? I used to struggle with lust a lot. I'd be out of control. This is kind of personal, but I would just search up in incognito these dumb stuff, and I wouldn't even be thinking anymore. It would just happen. And I got sick and tired of that constantly for the past year. Until recently, I'm like, I've been doing this and it's gotten me nowhere. Right? You realize, like, if whether that's drinking, whether that's lust, fapping, whatever it is, any bad habits, smoking, vaping, there's just one day where I just woke up like, this is not getting me anywhere. I haven't smoked, right? I haven't drank yet. I'm only 20. I've never vaped. I've never done any of that stuff. It's just lust, right? But that's still as deadly. And as soon as I just recently just woke up like, hey, you're doing this over and over and over again, and it's getting you nowhere. And that's the hypnotic rhythm that the devil tends to trap you in. This hypnotic rhythm of just being stuck, like this glass ceiling that you can never break through, which is what I've been feeling for a long time. And so I'm just like starting to just break out of it and doing my best to just take over myself, take over my mind. And so that's why I'm making this YouTube video, because I know that my old way of thinking would have been, hey, I'm tired, let's just go home, let's just do the YouTube video tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, and then it'll be like, oh, let's do it later, let's do it next time at work. And then the next day comes, and I'm tired again, let's just do it tonight. And it'll be this cycle, just repeating, until you finally become awake and you break it. And it's not that your life is going to change overnight as soon as you just realize all of a sudden. It takes repetition, like I said. Repeating something for the intention to improve. I used to just repeat the same task every single day, just do the same kind of posts, do the same things. And my account has barely grown, my Instagram account. My YouTube, it kind of stalled out because I stopped posting for a little bit, right? I only post once in a while now. But before, I was posting shorts, I was posting twice a week, long form. I was consistent. And then now I fell off, and I'm like, oh wow, all this, these bad habits, they're keeping me stuck. My old way of thinking is keeping me stuck. Let me change to a new way of thinking. What would I do? I go into situations like, what would I do in this situation? What would I have done in this situation? What would old me would have done? Oh, let's just go home after work and not make this YouTube video. Well, now it's, let's go make the YouTube video outside, even though my phone's gonna die. Let's still make the YouTube video because we need to get one out. And then it's not that I need to do it today. I need to do it every single day that I tell myself I'm gonna do it. If I'm gonna do it every day that I work, my goal is to do 2 raw talks like this. Just do 2 raw talks after work. And if I say I'm gonna do that, I need to do it. It's not that I'm gonna do it once and be like, oh, I did it, let me just forget about it. No, I have to keep doing it over and over and over again and repeat it. So, see, I didn't even know what to talk about today, and I just came up with the topic, just based on my own experience. See, you just find out on the way. You might think that you made a wrong decision, but you will find out and you will learn from your mistakes along the way. You learn and you grow, and life is too short to just keep on worrying. Why would we worry about the past? Because worrying about the past takes away our present time, and it's useless because we can't even change what happened in the past. So we're just wasting double the time. It's pointless. So I don't care who you were 5 minutes ago. As long as you are focusing on now and the future, and you learn from the mistakes of the past, that's all that matters. You learn from the mistakes of the past, and you repeat what you did, but in a better way, usually. Or you avoid it altogether, whether that's, you were drinking and driving and you got in a car accident. You learn from the past to not do that again. Or if it's like, Instagram posts, like for me, or YouTube videos, you look at the past, see what's done well, and then you improve on it. You look at the past to see what's done well, and then you improve on it later on. Alright, so just want to keep it short and simple, just short and brief, just with some value right there as I just, I figure out my own life. But keep working hard, whoever you are. I don't care who you are. I'm just a normal Burger King worker who has dreams and aspirations, right? And I hope you found value in this, but I'm just documenting what I've been learning in my personal journey, and I hope that energy can transfer into your life, right? I noticed I keep saying right. Like every time I end the sentence, I say right. I noticed that. I need to improve on that. See, I need to improve on that. I learn from how I speak. Now I need to know I need to use less filler words. Okay? So, thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe so that you can, see that the value I have to provide. I feel a calling to just document for some whatever reason. I just feel like life will get better somehow, some way, in some sort. Just pray to God, and see you in the next video.